Green people, crab people, blue heavy metal people. Green people, crab people, blue heavy metal people. Green people, crab people, blue heavy metal people.
Hey there guys, this is Malorian, and this will be the first event from Grotscon 2016, which is the Iron Gauntlet. This is my first Iron Gauntlet ever. I am really stoked for it. I'm really hoping to make the final rounds. I don't know if I will because there's a lot of good players, but hey, I got here my Thexus and Siphon, and I'm looking to kick some butt. So my first opponent was going to be Mitch from Lethbridge. This is a community that I guess is really strong, but we just normally don't get to see. So big conventions like this is a good time to meet people from other groups that you don't normally get to meet. And when it was my 3 list versus his, by the way, my 3rd list was Awesome, which I never planned to play, I looked at his and there was all just infantry. So I thought, let's go with Thexus. I can group them together and kill them. And he decided to drop Ron. Now Ron's scary because of all of his magic, but I do have this forest in front of me where I can block line of sight, so that's going to become my plan. I'm going to go up there, I'm going to draw him in, I'm going to spray him down, and that's really it. So I get first turn, I'm really getting up there, casting Deceleration. Keep in mind I have some Mind Slavers, they'll be ambushing from the sides, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, really what my plan is here overall is attrition to the point that he's lost all of his power, and then either kill box them, or not kill box him, death clock him, or I'll go to scenario later on. On his turn, he comes up and tries to kill a few guys. One of the coolest things he did was actually just like kind of move up his Griffin with Pronto and then move him up again and TK him. So he's right here, like really in my grill, kind of blocking me. That was a really good move. But otherwise, kind of getting around, taking a few shots, nothing really too serious. And now I really want to get at him. I figure this will now be my feet turn. I want to try and kill all the Sentinels. As you can see, I got my Overlords right up there. So I plan to go up, feet, still stay more than 3 inches away from all the edges of the forest, pull them in, spray them down, and see where it goes from there. So on my turn, I have the reserves come in from the one side, reserves come in from the other side, and after the feat, it looks like this. So I have them all tied up on both sides, not really super tied up, but a little bit. Killed off a good number of his NIS. You can see that his Sentinels are really down. Tied up that Griffin, kind of like moved into a spot where I didn't have to really worry about it too much. Again, I feeded, like I said, I've cast Deceleration. And yeah, at this point here, it's more just waiting for him to now come back, kill a few more things, and then the Mind Benders can start getting into him and kill him off even more. So on his turn, he does a little bit more damage. The Griffin doing some good work there. He's getting an Arc Node up. And yeah, you know, not too bad here. Kind of where, especially where you see where the Jacks are, they kind of really pushed in there. But I didn't really lose all that much. I mean, the press gangers are all dead, or pretty much, but that's kind of what I've expected. He also killed the Dominators, so now they fled anyway. Plus, the biggest thing that he kind of focused everything for this turn is that everything, the reason why he was pushing there in the middle was just to kill Alexia, and that's a really big thing in this list. Alexia really needs to go down to stop my recursion, and he did it. So, you know, he didn't kill spot things in other places, but now that he's like this, I'm figuring this is great. Now I can really get in there, blow up the rest of his guys. I can definitely destroy his Griffin if I want, especially because it's knocked down from what he did. But yeah, what I might actually want to do, because actually what he did to knock Alexia down is Arc Node through a Force Hammer to Force Hammer the Griffin into her. So that was kind of cool. So I know I can kill the Griffin. I figured I could probably kill the Arc Node too, but after looking at this, I figure it's better if I just jam him up. And yeah, that's the plan. So you can see here, that's what I do. The Warden goes and destroys the one Griffin. His infantry are really getting decimated. He's really kind of tied up, all up on that hill there. He's really starting to run out of resources. And I'm sitting really pretty. I'm feeling really good at this point. Now, I want you to look where that Arc Node is and where I am. I'm sitting nice and safe, and he's completely all tied up. And then he does this. He's able to apparition away and then run all the way around after he shoots down a few models, takes a few free strikes, but it has just enough room to get around all the guys and into the forest so that he is barely by like a millimeter within 3 inches of Thexus. And then Thexus, he just pops his feet, TKs Thexus forward and backwards, and then some of the mittens there come up, and pew pew pew, I go down. And this was really, really disappointing. I mean, all good things to say about Mitch. This was a brilliant play and well done for him. This is something I didn't see at all, but this is something where I felt I was almost kind of like, it was only me to blame. You know, I could have killed this arc node, but didn't, just because more I was a little bit like, I don't need to. Thexus could have been a little bit further back, but I thought again, I'm safe, no big deal. And if I was just another inch back, or if I just would have killed this arc node, he would have had nothing, and because of this, I allowed him to kill me. So that really sucks. That means I'm probably not going to get to the 75-point rounds, but if nothing else, I want to try and win my next 2 rounds just to say I did. So round 2 now, and this will be up against Mike, who is also from the Left Bridge group, so that's kind of neat. Again, it's meeting somebody new. And yeah, he was going with trolls, had a whole bunch of different stuff, and this is where I decided to drop my Siphon list. This one here with all the wreckers, loves the low defense, loves to go smashing, and he decides to drop his Calandra EE. So this is post errata, so he needs the Mountain King to go to tier 4 and get all the stuff he needs, and I really feel this is heavily in my favor. Really, he's going to come up, not going to be able to do too much to me. I can just kill off his lights, and maybe the Mountain King kills one of my wreckers, but then I come back and kill the Mountain King, and there's not much he can do. So the biggest thing he can do actually is just try and like space things out and try and like slowly attrition with the Mountain King. But as long as I'm equally careful, I think I got this. But let's see if all that cockiness pays off. So he gets first turn, and he kind of moves up, and already I'm starting to see that he's layering his defense. So he's having, he's not just all up in a line where I can engage everything. He's having layers, and that's exactly what he should be doing. So that kind of had me a little bit worried. My cockiness was already starting to go away, and I was having to really decide now what I was going to do. I could either feet now, charge in, kill a few lights, or I could run up and feet and just be in his face in high armor, or I could hold back. And after mulling it over for a little bit, I decided to hold back. So what I'm going to do is have Wrecker number 4, who's going to run for free because of fuel. He'll run up there, engage, get in the way. Otherwise, everything's just going to wait, come back over to the right, wait for him to move up, wait to see if there's a mistake, and then try and capitalize on it. So that's really what I do. I shift over to the right. Another part of the feat is I get +2 speed on the drudges, so I get pretty far and up there. And I'm sure now he's going to kill a lot of these drudges, but again, hopefully he does that in a way that kind of sets himself up for me having a super feat turn. And he does kill a lot of drudges. He also does a lot of damage to Wrecker number 4 as well. I did put Perseverance on it beforehand, so it was extra armor, but he did destroy an arm or something already before, so he did some damage there. But otherwise, this is actually pretty good. Like, he still has a layered defense, and I don't feel I can really get to the Mountain King, but I'm pretty sure I can get to all of his lights. So my plan here is to use the Mind Benders to Adrenal Flood the Mind Slavers, send the Slavers into the Winter Troll on the left, hopefully killing him there, and then my other guys, I don't know if I even need to feat. I was wondering if I should feat now or not. Eventually I decided that I would, just to kind of really smash, and I'm planning to kill all 4 of these lights in the front, and the Slag Troll, and get some damage on the Pyre Troll. So that's what I do. I had to kind of heal up that damage there's there on the right, and I feat, and things pretty much go to plan. You know, those adrenal flooded guys on the left kill up the Winter Troll. On the right, I kill off almost, you know, the Slag Troll, all these other guys. The one Lightning Troll on the right barely survived. I did, it kind of messed up my activations, and I didn't get Instigate up there soon enough, so he probably would have died, but I missed that. Missed my one attack on the Pyre Troll, so no damage there, but as you can see, this was a devastating turn. I've now completely destroyed lots of his stuff. Between Wrecker number 3 and that wall, it's going to be very hard for his Mountain King to get somewhere very useful, and my Wreckers will be in a great spot to finish things off. So on his turn, his Pyre Troll kind of gets out of the way, and the Mountain King kind of charges over, and I feel kind of bad because he doesn't even kill the one Wrecker. You know, Wreckers do have lots and lots of boxes, but his dice were just not really with him. He also had to use one to charge, get over the wall, and at the end of the day, yeah, that Wrecker survives with like 3 boxes or something. So he doesn't really do much else. A little bit of damage here and there, but now it's definitely like, okay, keep on smashing and kill off that Mountain King and the rest of these lights, and probably the objective as well. And that was made pretty easy because my dice were freaking fire. You know, with all these wreckers here, I knew I was going to kill the Mountain King anyway, but when I'm rolling my dice and it's like 11s and 12s and 10s, you know it's going to be bad. So I kill him very fast. I also kill off the Lightning Troll. I could have killed off the Pirate Troll, but I decided to get the scenario thing going first, and I get in there and destroy the objective. So the Pirate Troll is actually pretty dang hurt. I'm now at 1 control point to 0. And yeah, he's in a world of hurt right now. Really, really bad spot. In fact, it's so bad that he looks at it, kind of laughs, turns Calandra around, and passes the clock. And it says, okay, kill me. This game's over. Otherwise, the Pirate Troll does kill off that one almost dead monstrosity, makes some other attacks, but that's really it. So on my turn, crappy picture, but I could have gone for the assassination, but instead I decide I want to get some tie breaks, especially after I lost that first one. So Siphon really goes to the flag. I kill off everything but Calandra. Also get on the other flag, so I'll go up to 3 on my turn. On his turn, I don't care what he does, I go up to 5. He doesn't even really do his turn, so I win this one 5-0. And really, this was just a really bad matchup. I'm sure there's a little bit more he could have done with like spacing and stuff like that, but honestly, guys, 6 heavies versus a bunch of lights and 1 Mountain King this is exactly what this list destroys. So Mike was a great guy. We did have a fun game, but yeah, 1-1 now at least. So that was pretty good, getting back on the winning side of things. So we are now on to game 3, and this will be the last one before the final round. So I definitely want to do good here. And it turns out I'm up against Lucas. Now, Lucas is one of the guys that isn't on Team Canada this year, but I believe he was the 2 previous years. So definitely a very good player from Kelowna, I believe, over in British Columbia. And he's the guy that I'm paired up to face first round of the Alberta War Machine Invitational. So I was actually kind of wondering if I should play like a silly list like Osram, just gonna throw him off. Don't throw off, give away any tech before then, but I thought, you know what, let's gonna see what happens here. And this is what we figure the matchup will be there. His Veil 2 versus my Thexus, and we'll see how this goes down. So one of the biggest things that happened here is that I did win the roll to go first. He does get the +1 because of Epic Veil, but somehow I win that roll, which is going to be huge. He decides to take that side over there, which I believe is a mistake because I have this building over here that can kind of use to hide. But basically the plan here is just to get up there and then try and kill off of his heavies with adrenal floods, and then eventually go for this scenario after I, TK things or rampager things out of the zone. So with that first turn, I get up there and I cast Acceleration. On his turn, he comes up and he doesn't really do too much. He's already starting to have some bad dice. Manages to kill off one of my press gangers, but he is actually staying pretty far back. And so with that, I don't need to really worry that much. One thing you normally see with Epic Veil is that she really gets up the board really fast and goes for assassination. But then again, she usually gets first turn. So I think it's fantastic that he stayed back, and now I want to try and take advantage of it. So again, I have my guys coming over here from the left, and they just want to go and tie up that Ravagore. And I also have these guys come from this side, and they just want to kind of get over here and make things dangerous. And after my turn, it looks like this. So I run up there and I'm getting up into his grill, tying up all of his guys. I don't believe I even do anything. I mean, what I could have is like pop my feet now to bring him forward and spray, but I don't feel I need to do that. So the Benders and all the other, Overlords stay back so I can spray later. But really, I'm just now swamping him with the Pressgangers and the Slavers and just kind of waiting this out. So Thexus is behind the objective, which is effigy, so I have a cover there. And then as well, I also have Deceleration up, and I'm just going to wait him out. So on his turn, in more typical Lucas fashion, he decides to more stay back, and what he likes to normally do is kind of attrition you down. So kind of stay away, stay back at first, trying to pick away the key pieces and explode later. Now that's going to work out very well for me because even though he killed a lot of guys, he didn't kill Alexia, so I'm going to have a lot of resin coming back. And I'm in a good spot here where I can actually now push on the scenario. So what I'm going to do here is use Alexia to destroy the objective. On the right, I'm going to go up there and spray away and start doing lots of damage to all of his Hex Hunters and really just jam up all the infantry and just really put that pressure on him. So that's what I do. I fully camp and go into the zone. I go up with Alexia, destroys that. Having Alexia up there is also a big nuisance because now with Vale, if she wants to upkeep or cast anything, it costs double. Otherwise, you can see on the right, I killed tons of his Hex Hunters, tons of his little pot minion people. Don't really do anything to his heavies, made a little bit of damage somewhere, but for the most part, I'm just up in his grill. And I am now, well actually I don't go all in. I mean, my Mind Benders on the left are staying back so I can do Adrenal Floods later. But yeah, I'm at 3 points, and he really has to be aggressive now if he doesn't want me to win on scenario. And aggressive he is. He makes sure to gets in here, kills off Alexia, and he's down there with 3 beasts. So the proxy base at the back, that's Typhon, but he now has both of his Angelius in there and the Seraph, and this is really dangerous. So it's really awesome, the fact that I'm up 3 control points, but trying to now going and getting my last 2 will be very tough. First of all, because there's 4 heavies in the zone, and Typhon I can't rampage her out, although he is close enough that I could TK him out. The issue here for real though is the fact that even if I back away, he probably could get me with his magical assassination. So I'm going to have to be very, very careful here. And what I might switch gears to now is actually going after his clock. His clock has really gone down low while he's trying to do a lot of damage to me. And so I might just try and like back away, work on his clock, and if I can ever do enough damage to go after the zone, then just try and close it off with scenario. So that's what I do. Thexus basically just runs away behind that building like I was talking about. I know he can still get to me, but hopefully I'll be granting myself cover and I'm fully camped. Actually, I don't think I'm fully camped. I think I gave some to the Warden. But either way, I go up there and I instigate. The Warden's able to kill off the Seraph. I went in there and I wanted to try and do a lot of damage to the Angelius, and I did some damage to each of them, but nothing too crazy. Otherwise, I was able to destroy the spawning vessels, so that's pretty good. The Ravagore is kind of tied up. I killed off more of his shepherds, so I'm feeling pretty good. I did not too bad here. 1 heavy down. Would have been nice to kill something else, but I think that's the best I can really expect. So on his turn here, he comes back, and I was sure he was going to be trying to kill my Warden, and to be fair, he did come close. My Warden is not having very many boxes left, and he's on fire. The Agitator beside him too, I don't know how he survived this, but he did, and he's there with 4 boxes left and on fire, so some really bad rolling from my opponent. Maybe there's just 1 box left, I can't remember which way it goes around, but either way, he didn't really get all that much done, and lost quite a bit of clock. So now that I have this, I want to just keep on going, killing off these heavies, and keeping on to try and push up this pressure. And so that's what I kind of do, is now the Warden, which I believe I had to heal up some aspects, is able to go up, and with the instigate from the Agitator again, kills off 1 of the Angelius. The other one, I believe, went and admonitioned away, which kind of saved it. But now I also did some really big damage to the Ravagore. I have Epic Veil surrounded, and his clock is not looking good, like I said, so I'm feeling really good. Otherwise, on his turn then, he does start trying to kill lots of stuff around him. As you can see here, quite a bit is dead and all over, but he is now down to 1 minute, so really I could just stay as it was and I could probably just pass the turn and win, but I don't like winning games like that. Plus, I believe now is the time for a scenario win, because what I can do now is go up, charge the objective, TK myself into the zone, pop my feet, which will put Typhon outside, and also the Angelius, and I don't need to do anything else. And so that's what I do. Siphon charges TK's feats, and I get 2 more points for the win. So overall, this was a great game. I felt really good about this. I think he was holding a little bit too far back, but this really shows, I believe, that how Thexus can really be a real danger to Legion with those rampagers and the adrenal floods and stuff like this. I can really do a lot of damage, and of course killing off the troops as well. So it was really good to be able to get a win against a guy like Lucas, who's a WTC level player, and feeling good about my chances about the Alberta War Machine Invitation as well. Now, unfortunately, after this, I did not have enough points. 2 and 1 was going to make it into the final rounds, but my strength of schedule and stuff wasn't strong enough, so I didn't make it. But either way, ending up 2 and 1 made me happy. I'm not going to go too much more in depth about this. I'll be doing a final thoughts on the Grotscon later, but if you guys have any thoughts on these games, the list, what was done, please comment down below. And up next will be my no chance qualifier. So we'll see you then. Bye. Hey there, if you liked watching this video, please go down and give it a like down below you here. And if you have any concerns or questions or comments, please put those in the comment section as well. You know, the best way for me to give you what you want to see is if you tell me what you like seeing and what you don't like seeing. So otherwise, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later.